Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime channel. Zoro carries with him significant promises made in the past as a source of determination and inspiration, ensuring that he never gives up on his goals or even loses battles. In today's video, we'll discuss every instance where Zoro almost broke his promise of never losing, especially in moments when he almost lost his life in intense battles. But before we continue with the video, I want to share with you the opportunity to learn how to draw your favorite anime characters and even create your own characters, even if you weren't born with talent. Have you ever envisioned bringing your favorite One Piece characters to life, drawing them with mastery, and capturing every detail that makes them unique? Anime Express has the solution you've been looking for. Anime Express brings you innovative content that teaches anyone, even those without natural talent, how to draw anime. It features an incredible method and includes video lessons and drawing workshops designed to turn even beginners into true artists in the world of anime. It doesn't matter if you believe you lack talent or experience. With this formula, everyone can draw. By enrolling in the Anime Express course, you're not just acquiring drawing skills, but also gaining exclusive access to an online community of students and instructors. You'll be able to share your drawings, receive tips, and get assistance. Unfortunately, the slots for the Anime Express formula are limited, so you need to enroll as quickly as possible. Don't miss the opportunity to embark on this artistic journey. Enroll now and draw any character you want, just the way you want. Throughout his challenging life, Roronoa Zoro has emerged as a fearless swordsman, shaped by tragedies and fueled by unbreakable vows. His journey began in the picturesque village of the East Blue, where the promise with his childhood friend, Quina, echoed as an eternal motto. United by the dream of becoming the world's greatest swordsman, Zoro and Quina pledged to overcome any obstacle in their path. Zoro's friendship with Quina was abruptly severed by fate when she succumbed to an accidental fall. Determined to honor the dream they both shared, Zoro took upon himself the responsibility of becoming the greatest swordsman. Wielding Quina's sword, Wado Ichimonji, and developing his own three-sword style, he ventured into the vastness of the ocean in search of challenges. While sailing the seas, Zoro faced a series of formidable opponents, building a formidable reputation as a pirate hunter. His path led him to crucial encounters, including the epic duel against the fearsome Dracule Hawkeye Mihawk, considered the world's greatest swordsman. The defeat suffered before Mihawk became a decisive milestone in Zoro's life. Driven by wounded pride and determined not to succumb again, Zoro made a second vow, this time to his captain Monkey D. Luffy. He pledged never to lose another battle until the day he became the world's greatest swordsman. This commitment, made with intensity and seriousness, solidified as an unbreakable pact between Zoro and Luffy. Since that day, Zoro has faced countless challenges, always keeping his promise never to lose again. Each battle is an opportunity to refine his skills, overcome limitations, and get closer to the goal he ardently desires. His loyalty to Luffy and the Straw Hat crew remains unwavering, and the made promise continues to resonate in every confrontation, fueling the flame burning within him. Thus, Roronoa Zoro advances fearlessly toward his destiny, facing all challenges with the conviction of a true swordsman. Throughout his journeys across turbulent seas, Zoro has encountered enemies whose power threatened not only his victory but his very existence. Epic battles were fought, some so intense that the specter of defeat loomed like an imminent shadow. However, in each crucial moment, Zoro demonstrated unparalleled resilience, a determination that transcended the limits of physical strength. Against opponents whose abilities challenged understanding and tested the limits of human endurance, Zoro proved to be a force to be reckoned with. The promise made to Luffy to never taste the bitterness of defeat again became a motto he carries as a banner of honor. In moments of despair, when victory seemed elusive, Zoro found strength in the echo of his own words, and in the trust placed by his captain and crewmates. The fight against Mr. One of Baroque Works proved to be one of the most crucial and challenging moments in Roronoa Zoro's journey. Facing an opponent capable of turning his body into steel, an ability defying the laws of nature, Zoro found himself on the brink of inevitable defeat. The clash was fierce, with the swordsman's attacks finding only insurmountable resistance against Mr. One's metallic body. Each strike thundered like a declaration of helplessness, and Zoro, normally unshakable, was about to reach his limit. It was in this critical moment that something extraordinary happened. Amid imminent agony, Zoro tuned into the breath of all things, a spiritual perception that transcended conventional limits. Guided by this instinct, Zoro found the key to overcoming Mr. One's seemingly invulnerable defense. He channeled his energy, his unbreakable determination, and finally uncovered the secret to cutting through steel. This fight against Mr. One was not the only one where Zoro faced the possibility of his own imminent death. On several occasions, he encountered adversaries with extraordinary and treacherous abilities, each representing a formidable challenge to his promise of never losing again. Zoro's saga is filled with battles that test not only his physical strength, but also his mental and spiritual resilience. Each overcome threat is an affirmation of his promise to Luffy, a promise that persists, burning like the flame of his swords, even when facing enemies that challenge the very concept of defeat. Bartholomew Kuma's trial in Thriller Bark remains one of the darkest and most challenging moments in Roronoa Zoro's saga. After the exhausting battle against Gecko Moria, Zoro barely had time to recover when he faced an even more formidable threat, Bartholomew Kuma, one of the Shichibukai. Kuma, endowed with mysterious and devastating powers, proposed a test that would transcend the limits of human endurance. He offered to transfer the pain and suffering accumulated by Monkey D. Luffy to Zoro, an act that could lead to the imminent death of the swordsman. Without hesitation, Zoro accepted to shoulder his captain's burden, once again demonstrating his unwavering loyalty and willingness to sacrifice himself for others. The price of this choice was almost unbearable. Zoro, on the brink of death, endured the agony that Kuma channeled into his body. His wounds deepened, and his resilience was tested to the limit. However, even when the line between life and death seemed to blur, Zoro stood firm. His inner strength, combined with the intensity of his determination, allowed him to survive, but not without a considerable cost. The weeks that followed were marked by a slow and painful recovery for Zoro. His body, once on the verge of collapse, became a physical testament to his resilience and the extent of his inner strength. The scars adorning his body were not just physical marks, but symbols of his tenacity in the face of imminent death. Roronoa Zoro's saga in Sabaody Archipelago was marked by a succession of deadly challenges that tested his resilience to the limit. Still recovering from the wounds inflicted by Bartholomew Kuma's brutal trial, Zoro and his Straw Hat crewmates faced a new threat that would bring them face to face with imminent death. The pacifistas, ruthless mechanical creatures, and Admiral Kizaru, one of the most formidable figures in the Marines, proved to be terrifying opponents. Zoro, despite his legendary tenacity, was far from being in full form after Kuma's harrowing trial. Nevertheless, the relentless battle in Sabaody demanded everything he had to offer. The confrontation with Admiral Kizaru was the ultimate test. Kizaru, known for his devastating speed and exceptional combat abilities, represented a threat few could face. Zoro, completely weakened, could do nothing against the Admiral, leading to almost his demise. However, once again, fate intervened to spare the swordsman's life. Silvers Rayleigh, a living legend and former member of Gold D. Rogers' Pirate King crew, appeared as a saving force. His legendary knowledge and skills allowed him to intervene in the conflict, saving not only Zoro, but the entire Straw Hat crew from certain death at the hands of Kizaru and the pacifistas. The last memorable battle in which Zoro almost lost his life was against King, one of the powerful all-stars of the Beast Pirates, emerging as an epic confrontation where the line between victory and defeat became thin, and Zoro's survival hung by a thread. Injured and exhausted, Zoro faced King with unwavering determination, driven by his promise to never lose again. The fight was filled with powerful blows and refined techniques, where Zoro unleashed a series of precise attacks, seizing every opportunity to exploit the weaknesses of his formidable opponent. The revelation that removing the flames on the back of King's head weakened his defenses opened a crucial opening for Zoro, who exploited this vulnerability to cause serious damage. However, King, with his ferocity and unwavering resilience, continued to retaliate with devastating attacks, testing the limits of the swordsman. The climax of the battle was reached when Zoro unleashed one of his most powerful techniques, an attack of overwhelming force that not only defeated King, but also cut off half of his right wing. In this crucial moment, Zoro channeled the inner strength that guided him through countless battles and challenges, recalling the promise made to Monkey D. Luffy never to lose again. The combat culminated with Zoro emerging victorious, but not without cost. The intensity of the fight left Zoro severely injured, and his determination was tested to the limit. However, he remained standing, a true testament to his resilience and commitment to his ideals. Zoro, the Hell's King, achieved victory, but not without sacrifice, and his last battle once again highlighted his exceptional skill as a swordsman and his ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Before we conclude, remember that the opportunity to draw your favorite anime characters is here at Anime Express. Registrations for the Anime Express formula are open, but as with everything valuable, slots are limited. Don't let this unique opportunity slip through your fingers. Now is the time to take action. Click the registration link below, secure your spot, and start drawing the future of your beloved characters from One Piece and all anime. Don't miss this chance. That's a wrap for today's content. We hope you enjoyed it and want to share your thoughts on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and catch you in the next video. Take care and stay awesome.